Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Hopefully, you had a beautiful weekend. If you'd like to join our private chat, please visit our website. We have different prices for monthly subscriptions and 7-day free trial. We cover basically Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, London or New York. We cover most of the pairs that on our watch list and potential setups that might have changed from what we have discussed on Sundays with a lot of educational stuff. For the $75 monthly subscription, you'll have access to our members area where you have recordings for these sessions for more than 2 years, analysis on USD, yen, pound, euro indices, crypto. We just added 2 other cryptos to our crypto analysis from weekly, daily, and the 4-hour potential setups, and a dedicated chat where we discuss and answer most of our subscribers' answers. So hopefully we can see you there. In our academy we have educational courses online, and you can take course with one-on-one with me, clearing everything. If you have any hard time seeing potential setups, or you don't have a setup, or you have a setup but you don't know the direction, we can clear that out. Now let's head to our weekly forecast for the upcoming week. Hopefully you guys are in these buys. If you are in this buy, as we suggested last week, wait for the market to do the following: break the stop and take profit. I suggest you guys take some profit, if not all, at least take 60-70% of your profit. But because what we're expecting a major correction to the downside on most of the indices. UK 100, hopefully we indicated that 3-4 weeks ago with the following buy from here, and last week we said wait for a correction, and the correction is happening towards with the trend. So when potentially these corrections happen, we'll be looking for the break and reverse, then consolidation in these areas. So not any major moves expecting till the end of the year. I suggest the first week, which is this week of the month, especially in December, try not to trade that much. Sit on the side, okay? Wait for the market, some profit taking, some volatility to start kicking in a bit. So I suggest for the first week, sit on the side, let the market reveal itself. The XY, we were looking for continuation for the downtrend, and that's what happened. But the way it's heading down is heading down correctively. That's okay. That's part of our analysis, how we look at the market. So what we're looking for is a bit of a correction and continuation for the downtrend. I don't suggest you sell from here. If you already selling from these ends, not looking for reversals, selling from these ends, okay, I suggest take some profit and move stop loss into a decent either break even or a decent position, because this, as we said 2 weeks ago, this move that we're looking at has the tendency to be the last move on the DXY. Same thing for on the indices. So what we're looking for, a move for the downside and a reversal. I will not suggest looking for the bottom. Wait for the market to reveal its hand itself. So if you're not in a sell, do not reverse, do not look for buys at the time being. Wait for the market to clear, do its own thing. There's a criteria that we look for, a setup that we look for reversals. The market is not gonna just shoot and reverse straight, like wait for it. Okay, it's not yet ready. So we're still gonna be heading down, possibly a bit of a correction. Let me clear stuff out a bit. Possibly a bit of a correction and continuation for the downtrend. I wouldn't, this week, I suggest don't trade, okay? Wait for this to finish till the end of the week before looking for any potential correction, because this correction, when it's gonna happen, it is for the bigger time frame. It's gonna correct, it will break here, here. It's gonna correct to the upside. It will do a bigger correction to the upside around these areas for this trend. So, but it's not ready yet. Wait for it to finish, or you need more confirmation. Wait for it to reverse, and around the 4 hour to see something like this, then take it. So still, we're still gonna be heading down. Euro, same concept. We said it last week. Look for your buy, and that's what happened. This will break the top here till 1.21, potentially 1.22. It might do that, and reverse, but as I said, it's not ready yet. Even if it does that, come back down, look at this one, and continue one more up. It's heading up. It's gonna continue heading up. If it does that, I would suggest you buy here. So if you're not in a buy, leave it alone, let it go. Do not buy at the high. But if it does that, look for your buy to target the 121, 122 area. GU, suggested last week that look at the top here for a potential sell. I took a sell on JCAD, and that's what I suggested most of my guys to take a sell on the CAD pairs JCAD. So the way it's heading down, it doesn't look correct, right? So I wanted this to shoot straight down. I didn't want it to do the following, especially on a Friday. So I didn't want it to do the following. Then I wanted around Wednesday, Thursday, this to break and reverse, but it didn't do that. So what we're expecting, a consolidation in this area, potentially break the top before any correction to the downside. So if you are in a sell, move to break even. It comes back up, let it be. Your worst case is break even. Then watch the top here. Watch this top. I want the price to reverse. And when the price reverses, like right here, it doesn't reverse like this. It reverses. Let me switch to candles. Right? It reverses. When the price wants to reverse, it will reverse. It will not reverse correctively. So that's what I want to see to be more confident on holding a trade. So expect this to head up. Do not trade it to the upside. It will target the liquidity that's up here. Expect around 135 to reverse. UCAD, been saying it's still heading down. And if you are in a sell, I suggest you take some profit. we're almost ready, like all the DXY, the Euro, all these USD pairs. Sorry guys, I wasn't looking for the... Oh, you're welcome, Kemo. 115. You're talking about what, Young Guns? About GU? Euro USD 1.5 for the long run. Yes sir, for the long run, if you remember, we have it heading all the way up, but for it to head all the way up, we're looking for a decent correction, at least a drop breaking these lows and then reverse. But I'm with you on the long run. 1.5 is highly potential if you're a swing trade. GU, we covered that. UCAD, we're looking for continuation for this down trend. Okay, this downtrend, it will break this low, and we will see if it's gonna reverse like that to the upside. We'll see if it will reverse to the upside in a strong move. If it does that, we'll wait for the correction and take it. But UCAD, we're looking for this. I've been saying it every week, same setup happening around these areas, almost the same length between here and here. So if you are in a sell, take some profit. We're breaking this low, take some profit, and do not close your trade. Take some profit, move stop loss into a decent position, and wait for it to give you better direction. NU, a lot of retail traders are looking for sells, which is wrong. It has the tendency, yes, to do at the end, to do the following, but if you can see, they're hitting the lows, right? So they're hitting the people that are buying around these areas. They're hitting them back down. So what I would suggest from my own point of view for NU, talking daily, day trading, right? We're not swing traders here. So if you want to swing trade, we have a section for that on our website that covers the weekly point of view that you wait for the price to reach or to swing trade. So we day trade on daily basis. We open and close positions on daily basis, even scalp. So what we're looking for NU, this I will not sell and I won't buy around here. The only place that I would buy if this price does the following. If the price does the following, comes up and reverse, breaks this low. When it breaks this low, you want to swing trade it to the top. If you go to daily, we should be heading up. We'll break this, but the price doesn't go in a straight line. The way it's heading up here, it looks more corrective. So on any impulse to the downside, retesting this area or breaking this area around here, take your buy. For the time being, just leave it alone. You want to sell it, wait for the DXY to be ready. The XY is not yet ready. for its correction. Aussie, same thing. Watch the top. Watch this to break. If you're not in a buy, do not buy over here or do not sell. Wait for it to break the top and give you a setup for you to sell it. This will correct. It will correct and break this low. But it's not ready yet. So if you want to day trade this one to the low. Do not buy over here. Silver has been saying we're still looking for sells. We sold from here, sold from here, sold from here. Still looking for more to go to the downside. We might have the following, same concept as this one, and one more push to break this low. And that's what we're looking. Then we'll be interested to trade a correction or an impulse to the upside. Gold, we said it from this drop when it happened here. Price will head till the 1780, 1760 area. Then we would be interested to look for our buys. When the price was around here and around here, we're suggesting for sells. Sell, sell, sell. Here, what's for next week? We're looking same thing as silver. Potential correction and then one more. But do not trade this one more. For the time being, start looking for your buys. This buy has the tendency to be a correction or continuation for the uptrend. But either or, look for your buys. Oil, we've been saying look for your buy. If you are, I really suggest you guys to take some profit. Especially when we will have this week this pull to the upside, breaking this top. I suggest to take some profit if you are already in the buy with us from here, and from here last week. Take some profit because I'm looking for a correction. I don't want to say a drop. I prefer to say a correction, breaking this low, revisiting these areas. Why I'm saying that? If you take this leg, apologies, if you take this leg with this leg, we should have this move. That's why I said I don't want to say a drop back to the low, but at least a correction to these areas. More details will be discussed in our weekly analysis that we do with our subscribers. Why and when to close or take the reversal. UJ, we said we're still in a downtrend. This correction is not yet over. I'm looking for it to be over. I would love to see the same concepts as this one doing the following to the downside. For the time being, what I would suggest, wait for the price to break this low. If you are not in a sell, if you are in a sell, that's perfect. You're in the right direction. Okay, move your stop to wherever, to your position, to your break even. When price breaks this low, okay, take some profit. It will break and come all the way down here. Okay, same thing as this one before any reversal. And that reversal is not going that far. That reversal will be doing the following. That reversal, it will give you the same concepts at this one, at least a correction on the higher time frame. JJ, we said last week, look for your sell. It's like across the board. So we said, wait for the price. If you're not a sell from here, wait for the price to come back, at least, if not an impulse to the upside, do a correction, revisit this area, and then take your sell. For this week, we're still expecting something like this, revisit of this area. We're not expecting that move that we indicated here, because how the price moved on most of the pound pairs, we're not expecting that. The only time I would expect that is when the XY is ready to reverse. Hopefully you guys bought this one. If you are in a buy, move stop loss to break even, or here, which is more ideal for you to buy. And when we break the stop, I suggest take 50% of your profit and move to break even. If it breaks and does the following, you can enter for your second position. I'm looking on the long run, if not an impulse to the upside, at least a correction till these areas. We move out to our crypto, guys. Crypto, as I said last week, I closed my long-term trade around the 18 to 50 because I saw this coming around these areas. But did the BTC reverse? I doubted it. The only time I have more confidence on opening a sell is around the 22k, when price breaks the top and reaches the 22k. This will go up, same concept as this one, slowly going up. If price, you gotta have two scenarios so that you know which trade you want to confident, right, to know what's going on. If price does that, then this whole uptrend is over. We will not break the top. We will be expecting on higher time frame a major correction to the downside. This correction can be a flat, or it can be a zigzag strong move, or a flat, same thing as this one. If price breaks this blow and closes underneath it. ETH, same concept. Still looking for the buy. If you did not enter on that drop on lower time frame, if you day trade that on lower time frame, look for your buys. On around the 2 hour, 4 hour, if this price breaks and closes here, closes underneath this uptrend is over. Redo your count, redo your analysis, and look for your sells if you have a sell setup. XRP, spoke about it last week. The trend that we are in is a very healthy trend. On these drops, it's very healthy, it's very normal. That's why I said, and you wait for these drops, right? Wait for this drop and look for your buy. That is a potential buy to target this up here. If not, continue higher. So we're not in a business to be right or wrong. You're here to make money. So create your setup. Create a setup for you to trade. For you that you're familiar, you know the ins and the out of that setup. And you don't need to trade every wave. High probability waves, trades, that's your trades. These are the trades that you should be taking. Anyways, hopefully I'm clearing some stuff out for you guys. Copper, we said, still heading up. We're still, if you are in a buy, that's perfect. I covered that last week. We're still in a buy. Still look for your buys on any drop. Still look for your buys. If you want to see, I covered that on daily perspective last week. Natural gas, still looking for the following. It gave us this, that has a potential for it to continue heading up. If you would like, you're more than welcome, Michael. If you would like me to check any chart, it will be my pleasure. Please post them here or in our Telegram chat. Beside that, hopefully if you like the way we look at the market, please visit our website. Thank you for attending and press those likes.